Hi y'all, Gail Blair here, Food and Medical Intuitive, and today, the Intuitive Chef. Question, are you just like super struggling with getting your family to eat healthy food, especially your kids? Well, if they've been used to eating out, you've been introduced to ultra processed food. You've been introduced to flavor enhancers, and your taste buds have just been hijacked. So it's not just about willpower, it's about getting your taste buds recalibrated, and that can take a little time. So for instance, with a client this morning with her intuitive food chart, no sugar's coming up. And that tells me that one, she's got organs that are really struggling with processing sugar, has a sugar issue, or the taste buds have been totally hijacked. In her case, it was the latter. So what I want to do for you today is share one of my very favorite recipes, and everybody that has this loves it and they don't know what it is. So I took the icebox pie version to Thanksgiving this year, and I've taken it to a lot of events, and everybody just loves it, and you don't need to say anything. This is going to satisfy your sweet tooth. It's going to satisfy the chocoholic, and it's like super easy to make. As a matter of fact, in the pie, I put in tapioca starch to give it a little more, make it more stiff, okay? It's not going to be in this one. You can actually put this in popsicle sticks, and the kids will absolutely love it. It'll be the best fudgesicle that they've ever had in their life. And later on, I'll share the key lime pie version too, which is another crowd favorite. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with, and this is really, really important, the avocado. It has to be exactly the right ripeness. If it's too ripe, you're going to taste it. If it's not ripe enough, you're going to taste it. So I learned this little trick. If you just put some firm, light pressure, not firm, just, light pressure on the stem end right here, and it just gives to that light pressure, well, it's perfect, okay? And usually you would use one big avocado, but I don't have that. I just have these small ones, so I'm gonna use 1.5. So, by the way, you kind of want to buy avocados with the stem still on, because once the stem comes off, they're gonna ripen real fast. And here's another little tip. Once it's ripe, put them in a plastic bag and put them in the refrigerator, and you could keep them for at least a week after they're ripe. And you can also throw them in the freezer after they're ripe in the peel, and you can thaw them out. You can make guacamole. They're still perfect. You could even make this. So I'm going to take the seed out, and you can see this is beautiful. And then I'm going to scoop it out into my old food processor. They don't make them like they used to. This is an old Cuisinart. I'm just going to cut it into chunks just to make it a little bit easier. Make sure you don't put the stem in here, by the way. Okay, that's a perfect avocado. You can see it's still a little firm, but it's not hard, and it's not soft. And I'm praying that this one is perfect as well. I'm going to use half of this one, and it feels perfect. There we go. And it is perfect. So they're both perfect. Here we go. I'm going to put a 1/3 cup of cacao powder, and this is one of my favorite new brands. It's going to be pretty chocolatey. I've got a dog right underneath me that's, what are you doing? It's not for you. I'm going to sprinkle that in there. This is so easy to make. Okay, and I'm going to use agave. This is low glycemic sweetener. And some people like it a little sweeter than others. They like that more of a milk chocolate kind of flavor. then you could definitely add a few drops of stevia in it, and you're going to put more whipped cream in it. This is real important. The coffee flavor enhances the chocolate flavor, and I got this little trick from Chocolat. If you've ever watched that movie, it's a fantastic movie. So I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of, this is instant espresso. I really love this. I got the label all messed up, but it's from King Coffee. It's espresso. This makes great Vietnamese coffee, by the way, y'all. Okay, so I want to put this where I poured some agave so it'll dissolve in there. Okay. I always look at my recipe because I haven't been known to leave things out even though it's my recipe. Okay, so we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Oops, it's time to buy some. That's about all I got right there. Yep. Perfect. Now, this is optional. I call it Mocha Almond Mousse because I like a little almond extract in it, but it doesn't take much. So like a 1/4 teaspoon. If you don't want that, just leave it out. And then a dash of cinnamon. Not a lot. And then the other secret, a little cayenne or chipotle powder. Again, that's in the movie Chocolat as well. It doesn't take very much. It's what we call a flavor enhancer, but all natural flavor enhancer. Salt is also a flavor enhancer. We're going to put just a little dash of Himalayan salt in this. Again, that's enough, just a little. And I think we're ready to start whipping. We are. Okay. So you want to pulse it to get it going. Now I'm going to scrape it down. Okay. We're going to go back to pulsing it again. We'll sit there. And you just want to blend it until it's really, really smooth. There's no lumps, no signs of avocado, nothing. And I'm going to stop again because I don't want to leave any of it on the sides. So I can keep really getting it mixed up good. Okay. Looking good. All right, now we're going to add some whipped cream. I'm going to use this cocoa, So Delicious Cocoa Whip. And it's pretty clean. It's got just a tad bit of pure cane sugar in it, but not much. Organic coconut oil, organic tapioca syrup, organic cane syrup, or cane sugar, little pea protein, little gargum, and sunflower, organic sunflower lecithin. So as it goes, it's pretty good, okay? If you make your own, of course, I would make it with no sugar because I've got my sugar in this already. It's about 1/3 of a cup that you're going to put in here. And I'm intuitive about it, so I'm asking, is that enough? I get not quite. I'll put more. And that's enough. And so this, you're just going to pulse it. You're just going to pulse it until it's blended in. Oops. I'm going to have to scrape it down one more time. And then I like to serve this in little Parfait glasses because you can imagine it's like super rich, right? You don't need a lot. This is a great snack. And if you do it in a small serving, it's a great dessert. All right, we're done. Okay, so it would look really pretty in these. I've done this. But I also like to layer it. So when I'm doing events or a cooking class, I'm going to use these little, I think it's a little 4-ounce glass. And so we're going to layer it by putting in the whipped cream first. And just, we know that half of the pleasure is actually in the eyes, okay? So it's really important that it looks pretty. So now I've got these beautiful organic raspberries. So I'm gonna put a couple of those in here. Actually, I'm gonna do 3, okay? Now I'm gonna put some mousse in here. Look at this. And be careful so you don't get it on the side of the glass. I should have gotten a smaller spoon. Okay. See, I got it on the side of the glass. Okay. And a little bit more. Right. Now, I'm going to put another dab of whipped cream on the top. Maybe a little bit more than that. I'm going to put another raspberry on top. Maybe a couple. I want to know who is not going to want to try that. Bon appetit. Oh my goodness, it's so good.